Hello, hello,
Hello. Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
hello. I'm audible to you.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Now your son is okay.
Yes, sir. Okay. It's a minor crack only. So it's doctor say no need to worry about that. So it's okay now.
Okay. So in the last lecture, we just discussed about the updation of
Update.
case structure.
Yeah.
Not case structure,
Yes.
waveform chart.
Waveform.
Yes, waveform chart. How we can update a particular waveform chart. So I just take that example once again. So over here, this is my while loop, and I just share my screen to you also. 1 minute. My screen is visible to you.
Yes, sir. Now it's sharing.
Okay. So over here, this is my while loop. I just use random number to create different values, and it will generate values between 0 to 100. In the default case, it is up to me how much value and how many what range I should require. So right now I just choose 0 to 100, and this value goes to my loop. And in this case, in the case of for loop, it is auto indexed, but in the case of while loop, you have to just change it to indexing. And when you just stop it, it will send the data, the particular data that is available over here. It will send the data to the waveform graph or chart. If I just put over here, I just use waveform chart over here. You just connect this one over here. But in the case of waveform graph, when you just use waveform graph, let's say, because it require a set of values, it is not connected. So in that case, you just need to put this waveform graph outside the waveform, outside the while loop.
Fine. Okay.
And in this case, you need to just turn on the indexing. Okay. So now here is my while loop, here is my for loop, and if you want to work with while loop and you want to set some condition over it, you just make comparison. As we already know, let's say when the iteration is equal to some value, that is my y, number of points or number of loops will be set by this y. Let's say initially I just put 50. So when I hit on run button, automatically 50 are there, and over here, as you see, right now it is up to 100. So same values are in the chart and same values are there in the graph. But the case of today's lecture is that how to update this waveform chart. In this waveform chart, we just go to the advanced functions. Hello,
Yeah, yes, sir.
just go to the advanced function. Over here we have three modes. One is strip chart, another one is scope chart, and third one is sweep chart. The function of these, all these is different. Let's check. uh, I just remove the waveform graph from the window. So right now I just change the auto scale of x-axis and click it. Right now it will change from 0 to 50. Scale is fixed right now. Let's,
Mm.
in the first case, in the advanced mode, update mode, it is up to strip chart. Let's check what happened to it. When I just put 100 values over here and I just put some delay also, 1 second delay, and when I run it, you can check how it run. It is just like a strip chart recorder. That one we earlier study in our BTech also, strip chart recorder. It's just like that.
Strip chart.
Yes,
Okay.
the values started from over here, and it run updated once, and right now when the values are updated up to 50, you just check.
Changing 41.
Right now the values are stored. These are coming from this right hand and goes to the left hand, and these are stored in waveform chart also. It is just like a strip. We have a roll of strip chart, and we just marking on it using a pen, and the roller will move. It is just like that.
Okay.
Okay, so this is my strip chart. When I just move it to the scope chart, once it is, I just change the timing also. It is, let's say, 100 only, 100 milliseconds. I just first clear the chart. It is initialized to 0 to 50 again. Now I just change the update mode. It is now scope chart mode, and when I just again run it, you just check. When it moved to the left extreme value, it just changed the whole window. Again it
Left
is
to right.
writing from the left hand. This is the scope chart. Okay, but in the case of strip chart,
Scope.
it is writing continuously.
Continuously.
Okay,
It is the window preview.
okay, so this is the difference between scope and another one is strip. And when I just go with the
Strip.
last mode, that is my sweep chart, in this case, when the extreme value, right extreme value comes, there is a line over here. I just again remove this. I just clear this chart first. When I again hit on run button,
Every time we need to clear the chart, otherwise it will be changed automatically.
yes, yes, like this. Okay,
Okay.
so there is a these three modes we have available with our waveform chart. You can use any according to your application. So this is about the waveform chart. Next function is the function of button. Like I just
Boolean.
take a boolean button. In this button, in this case, we have different actions, like when you press it, when it generate a value, on pressing it, on releasing it, on latching it. There are so many actions. Like I just select this mechanical action over here. These are my 6 different actions, and on the default it is latched when released. As you see, like I just click on, it is latched. Okay, so this is how it works. But if you just change the value, switch when pressed, when it is switch when pressed, in this case the value goes when you just press this OK button. Okay, so this, there are different actions you can use according to your application. The today's lecture is about event structure, how to create, how to use an event structure. So the it is a very important structure in LabVIEW. For example, like in our case, when you just work with hardware. So let's say I just take an example. I just install a IR sensor in my room. Okay,
Okay.
it will detect objects. We know that. Okay,
Yes.
so when someone is not there, in that case I just install this Arduino. I just use a Arduino to grab the data of IR sensor and a PC to just store the data. Okay, so in that case,
Okay.
when there is no data, it just sending continuously data one by one. After what delay I just put in the program, according to that it will work. But when there is a object in the room, it will send some positive data. Otherwise it will send a random value, let's say 000. When there is object,
Okay.
it will send let's say 3.6 volt, that is equivalent to that object is present in my room. But it's continuously reading throughout the day. But in the case of event structure, we use event structure when there is an event occur, only then your program runs. Other than, it will go to sleep mode.
Okay.
Okay, it will
Okay.
wait for your event, occurrence of your event. Otherwise it is in sleep mode. It is not
Sleep
using,
mode.
it is not using your processor. Okay,
Okay.
so let's check how to work with. So over here, this is the event structure. As you see, this is the main structure of event structure. Like in the case of R,
It's,
hello, yes,
it's same like this cache structure, right? It's the same like
nearly
that.
same,
Yeah.
but it is not a case structure. It is
Okay.
far much with advanced function other
Okay.
than the case structure. Let's, I just go with a calculator in my system.
Okay.
Over here, this is my calculator.
Yes.
Okay, the Windows calculator is just like that. When I just press 9, 9 is over there, then I press plus 8. So my calculator in my Windows, it is right now, it is in sleep mode. When I just put anything, any value, right now for a moment my program runs only when I just press a function. Other than, it is in sleep mode. So you can create your own calculator using event structure. If you are not using your event structure, in that case structure or while loop or for loop continuously want values from the variable. That is, in this case 7 is also a variable, 8 is also a variable, 9 is also a variable. Okay, so when you just press this value, in the case of event structure, it will wait for your occurrence, event occurrence. Okay, so how we do that, let's check. So let's say I am just putting a boolean button over here. Do you know about push and pop instruction that are available in our microprocessor for stack operations?
No, sir.
You are from electrical engineer or electronics?
Electronics.
Electronics. You
Electronics. But
maybe you study microprocessor 808 5.
yes, sir. It's one of my subject.
Okay, uh, in that case we have a in the programming we have push and pop instructions for stack operations.
Okay, sir.
Maybe you
But
remember.
currently,
Okay,
I studied that, but
you just
now no
go through the
time.
pin diagram only.
Yes.
Okay, okay, no issue. So I just explain you first. In the case of stack is my memory. Okay,
Okay.
like in our hard disk, and there is a memory addressing also. Addressing value may be 2000, 4000, 6000. It may be anything.
Hmm.
Okay, so in the case of
Okay.
push, when we push any data inside the stack, it will decrement my address. Let's say the
Oh.
address
Okay.
is 2000. Okay, the initially stack position is at 2000, let's say memory addressing. But
Okay.
when we push the data inside the stack, it will decrement by 2. and when we pop the data, it will increment by 2. Another example, you just remove that push pop. We just this one is for 1 increment. Let's say this button, when I just press this button, it will increment my data. Okay.
Okay.
And when I just push this button, this is my decrement.
Decrement. Okay.
Okay, so there is my decrement data. I just put D over here. This is my increment data. I just put I over here. And over here, I just use a meter which will show me the value. It is incremented or decremented. So let's say it is only 10 is there. So I just put this outside also. So over here, you just go to the edge of your event structure, edit event. Over here we have all the control and indicators available. Constants are not there in this case. Okay,
Constant.
so first we just develop for increment. In this case, when I just select I, over here on the default it is value change. You can change your position, like when I just put, right now my arrow is over here. When I just drag my arrow over the increment, you can also change using this. As you see over here, there are different options. When key down, key up, key repeat, mouse according to the mouse position, according to the drag position, there are different options. Right now I just use only value change. It is selected. Okay, and just okay. So over here there is a case created related to I. When I is changed, means the value of I is changed, it will perform the task that is available inside this block. Okay, when I is changed from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0, in that case it will generate value that is inside this. So right now I just use the local variable. In this case, I just go to the meter, create local variable. Over here, this is my local variable. I just copy it because I want to increment the value of this meter only. So in that case, I just change to read. In between, because I want to increment it, I just go to the numeric, increment. So when I just press increment, it will read the initial value, just add 1, and the final value is 1 incremented. When it happened, only when I is changed, it read the I value. So now I add another event in this case because I want to decrement also. Now you just select D. Again I just select value change. Okay, there is the another case. It will read the value of decrement button only. Okay, sir. Over here, what is available, it will perform its task according to this value only. So now I just go to the again value change. I just copy this local variable functions. I just put this task over here. Now in place of increment, I just use decrement. It is up to you what type of function you want to perform inside these blocks or inside this structure. Okay, so now when I just press this, it will decrement the value. There is no need of connection of these meters with any block in this case. Okay,
we are using local variables.
Okay, so now I just run it continuously. When I just run it, when I just press over it, as you see, incremented by 1, incremented by 2, 3, 4. Every time when I press this increment, it is this event structure is just reading the values through this button only. Until that, it is just in stop condition, means it is not performing any task. But if you are just use this type of function using another program without event structure, it will read continuously from that variable. Right now it is just checking the event and occurring. Right now I
Yes.
just, when decrement it, it will decrement my value. Okay, you can
Okay, sir.
create this function using another formula also. Let's say right now, as you see, it is also in running mode. When I just
Yes.
increment it only once, it will stop. As you see, once the event
Mm.
occurred, it will stop my program. Right now it is again reading it. When I again run it, it will again check for the occurrence of event, like this. But if
One
you
time.
just want to create this function, that increment function, using different formula, let's say I just copy these functions I2 and D2. These are my two formulas. In this case, let's say I want to use the function. In this case, to create this function, you just first convert this boolean function to numeric function. As you see, boolean function is
Yes.
converted to the numeric one.
Numerical.
Now I just increment or decrement function. I just put increment or decrement functions before it. So over here, this is 0, 0 minus 1. It will perform. I need to multiply it. I need to multiply this. And after this, I just need to add all these functions. So over here, 1 is added, and over here, I need to multiply this function with minus 1.
Come.
This is minus 1, and it is added to my system, and this will be shown in this meter, that is meter 2. So this is the nearly same program. Let's check when I hit on
Yes.
run button. So I just press increment.
Hmm?
1 minute.
No.
It is not showing value 0 1. When it is pressed, it is 1. 1 goes to over here, because over here it is 0. 0 multiply
0.
0, and 0 plus 1.
You want.
It should be, there is some issue. 1 minute. When 1 is pressed, okay, once again I check. In that case, you just create indicator before it, so that we just check the values what happened to it, and I just press the value. Okay, because event structure is also there, that's why there is a issue. In the same window we have event structure and we have this one. So I just use different vi, and over here I just put this function, control C, control V. Now we just check. Control T over here.
Yeah, it's okay.
There is, when you just continuously run it, increment, it is the case of function, that is I just change the mechanical action when switch when pressed. Let's check again, continuous run.
No, change. Font time is changed.
0 when I press 0, 0 1 0 1.
0 1.
So there is a problem right now. This is the task for you and me also, for the future case, how to create this project like this. In the previous case, I just show you, after the I just mail you the VI after some time. So
Okay.
we discuss future further lecture, because it will take some time right now.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So as you see, have you checked the error? Why there is error?
Uh,
Any suggestion related to this? Why there is error? Because this button will perform 0 and 1 value. Okay, when it is pressed, it will give me 0 1, other than it will give me 0. Okay, so it will generate 0 1 0 1, not incremented.
Okay.
It is not incrementing any value. So to increment
Okay.
the value, we just need a for loop or while loop with the shift register.
Oh, okay,
Okay,
understand.
in that case,
It's now boolean only 0 1.
okay, right now this is only generating 0 1. If we just use I just use a for loop, not for loop, I just use a while loop, and over here I just add shift registers. Initially, let's say I just make it 0. I just copy it, connect it to the shift registers. Over here, initially it is 0, and I just drag it, this button I3. This is the another button, and over here I just use the addition function, and it will convert 0 to 1. So when I hit on run button, in this case you just check the value over here. So I just run it, so push, it is again some issue. 1 minute, what is the issue? When I just press 1 goes over here, from here 0, so many values are there. Run it with delay. Zero, it is giving me 1 when I press 0. So let's check again. Right now it is a auto updated. When I just on it again, I press, right now 1 value goes to this,
Yes, 1 value.
continuously adding 1 value to it. When I just make it again, it is unpressed, value is still. The observation in this case and the event structure is that right now it is again continuously reading the value from this input value, but in the case of event structure, it is not reading this value. When I just press this value, in that case it will read only for a moment. This is the difference between event structure and another programs. Like we just open the gate of our house only when there is a when bell rings. Okay,
Okay.
it is similar to that event structure is. But if you want to just, let's say your father is coming to your house after 10 p.m., you just continuously at the gate and just searching for the, let father comes to me, father comes to the house, let father comes to the house. It is like this. The example is like this. You just continuously reading from a input value, or you just want to check for a event to occur. This is the main difference between event structure and the normal case.
Okay.
So this is the case of event structure. You can create your own VIs, different VIs. I just share with you different VIs related to event structure. You just
Okay.
go through it. In the CLAD exam also, there are some questions related to these event structure. 2-3 questions are there related to event structure.
Okay.
I just share you different VIs related to it. So today I just open some questions for you. After this, we just go with the NI deck card.
Okay.
These are the some theoretical question you already know. As you
Okay.
see over here, this is only x plus y. It will perform.
Plus y multi.
It will perform
Okay.
x square.
Okay.
Over here, we have the division,
Division.
exact division. It is not related to the remainder and quotient.
Yes.
Okay,
It's a normal. It's a division.
normal division. And over here we have subtraction. This is my
Subtraction.
multiplication.
It's multiplication.
Then we have different formulas, like
Formulas compare.
any value you just add, then subtract. You can create any formula. Next, random number.
Random
earlier
numbers.
Earlier we have simple random number that will generate value from 0 to 1 only. But now in our LabVIEW cases, after the 2015 version, we have random number, different random number. In that, you just set your values, upper bound value
Values.
and lower bound value directly. That is this one, random number with range, it is called.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
then over here we have square root function. The compound function we already completed.
Yes. But
Okay,
the same time add.
then round to nearest, round to towards positive infinity, round towards negative infinity. Other than this, we have complex functions. I just show you different complex functions. In the mathematics, in the numeric, not mathematics, in the numeric we have over here, these are my different mathematical function. That is complex conjugate, polar to complex function you want to convert, complex to polar function you want to convert. You can do this using these examples. Let's take any examples. I just lock it. 1 minute. My system. So in this case, I just go to the numeric. Over here, this is my complex function. I just lock it, drag and drop this one. In this case, it will require two values, as you see over here.
Yes.
Let's say it is 2 plus 5. Okay, then Let's say you want to convert this value to the complex function. You just put indicator over here, it will generate same value, but in this case it will give you the real value and theta value, r value and theta value for the polar coordinates. So when you hit on run button over here, this is my r and theta for particular value. So using these you can convert your imaginary part or the function that are necessary related to the complex function and polar function are over here. Okay. So over here we have another problem. In the first case over here, first for loop. So please tell me how many times my loop runs.
9.
My loop runs 10 times,
10 times,
but
0
it
to
goes
9.
from 0 to 9. Okay. In this case it will just display all the values like iteration values. In this case,
Yes, sir.
what happened? Third case.
It's also running 10 times 0 to 9. It's array.
Okay.
It's same
I
that
just create a code for you. You just explain me what is the output right now. Okay. So over here, this is my iteration, the same. I just put 10 over here. Now I just add over here, create an indicator. This is the first case. And now I just change the mode. So you just tell me what is the output of these two, first one and second one. This is my first, this is my second. What is the output? In the first case, it will generate,
This will be
or both are same.
just no, sir, it's something different. One is the tunnel channel, one is for second is something different, but not same.
Over here, as you see, there is a square brackets.
Yes,
When then there is a square bracket, it is auto indexed mode. Means
okay, sir.
it will take all the values and store over here like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But in this case, it will generate only last value. Let's check.
Last value.
Only last value. In this case, it will show only 9.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And over here, this is my array. It will generate array,
okay,
all the values. So let's run it. As you see, in the second case, I have only 9. And in this case, I have an array. Okay. And in the case, this one, we just concatenate or conditional formatting also. When you just concatenate over here, you just concatenate all the values like I just change the tunnel mode to the concatenate. In this case, it is not possible for this program. I just share you or I just update you this concatenate function and conditional formatting by another examples in future lectures. Okay. So first, the basic program is this, the auto indexing mode and the this last value indexing. Okay. So just go to the function. You already know these two. It will just only increment the value. It will start this program. The first one is the basic program, that is just generate 1 to 10 numbers. It will generate 1 to 10 numbers, and in this case it will generate only 10. It is a similar one to the last one that I just explained you. Then we have another example. Let's say multiplication inside the loop, multiplication inside subtraction inside the loop, square inside the loop. it will perform multiplication subtraction multiple times. Like over here, it will multiply x7 into y5 10 times. Over here again, it will subtract 10 times. It will check there is a value change or not. If the same value is there, it will perform 10 times. All the
10
cases.
times, but answer is same.
Answer
Right.
is same. If you just change the
Okay.
value, in that case, answer is different.
Yeah, yes. Otherwise, the answer is same.
Okay. Next, again, same, different functions
Same
are
level.
there. This is the 0 level of LabVIEW.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Again, different function inside the for loop. There is complex functions are there. You just try your own so that
Okay.
the concept will clear to you. Again, same functions. In this case, we just right now it is different to the previous one. Just explain me first. First one, x1 multiply I. What is the value?
Maybe it's a 0, 0 or 1 is changing.
Just
It's
just
7.
tell me the final answer. When
0. Sir.
0?
First one is 0
No,
x square.
because iteration goes from 0 to 9. Okay.
9. Yeah.
At last value is 9 into x1. x1
Last one is 9. Yeah. 9
inside
times 54.
x1, what is available? It is multiplied by 9, and it is
9.
shown in this function. I just show you.
X square is by 2.
I just show you 1 minute. Over here, I just put 10, and I just use a number, and the value inside this number, let's say 5. So I just multiply this function, because the indicator is placed inside the loop. Okay, so when you hit on run button, it directly show you 45.
Yes.
Okay, but if you connect this value to this over here, it will create a table for you, like
Array table. Yes.
0 into 5, 1 into 5, 2 into 5, 3 into 5, 9 into 5, like this. I just create an array for you, and I just drag this. When I again hit on run button, so this is the main difference. When you connect a iteration to your function, it will continuously changing, because my loop is changing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is the
Okay.
main difference between these two. So this is same way. Right now value is, you just check for the last value. In this case, third one, 9 into 9, 81 is there directly in the third
It's
case.
a square.
Okay.
Yeah.
And over here it is divide function, maybe divide or plus function. I just check, increase the size.
Think it's
It is divide.
plus
Yes, not plus, it is a divide function.
divide.
Yes. So you just divide the function with the particular value, it will show you the last value. And if you
Yes.
just connect the edge to the array, it will generate all the values.
All the values. Okay.
Now same function is there.
It's a divide.
Again same function. Over here function is removed, only iteration is connected, like over here. It will square 0, 0 square 0, 1, 1 square 1, 2, 2 square 4, 3, 3 square 9. Likewise, it will generate values in this case. Again, same functions. So over here we just introduce waveform graph. In the previous case we just generate array. Right now we just
Right.
connect waveform graph to it. So over here we have a pictorial view of these functions. This is the shift register case. Now it is the question for you again. When I just put the first function, in this case iteration is connected to the my for loop, and for loop is connected to the 10, loop count is 10, and I just add shift register to the edge, and this is connected to the iteration. So in this case, what is the last value over here? Create indicator over here.
10, sir.
10. Let's check.
Sorry, 11, 10, 10 increment 1. It's a increment.
It is 8 increment. Let's check.
Yes,
When
sir.
I hit on
1,
run
7.
button, it show only 9. No operation is
Yeah.
there.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
It's just shifting the values over here.
Value.
If you want to check the last value, you just drag this,
9 is
and over
9.
here you just got the last value. But in the last loop, when last loop is running, means 10th time loop is running, in that case iteration is up to 9, and 9 goes to
9 and
directly over here.
correct.
Okay, so again there is a different function. In this case, numeric 3, what is inside numeric 3 and what is inside numeric 2?
Numeric 2, 9.
And
And
numeric
then
3,
it should be 1 drop 8.
numeric 3 is 8. And
8.
again, and if we just go with the third example, numeric 5 is with 9,
Is
numeric 4 is 8, numeric 6 is 7.
7.
Okay, so I just go to the, these are my basics. I just share this PPT to you. Okay, just
Okay.
go through all the examples.
Sir, actually, yesterday you was say that you are sharing the one PPT how to install that drivers.
1 minute. So I
Yes,
just uh, forgot that case. I just share to you today.
okay, sir.
Okay, or till tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so right now I just go to the deck card. I just show you first. So please open the data sheet of 6001. I also show you the data sheet of deck 6001.
6001.
I just open 1 minute, and I deck 6001. So over here, this is my USB. Maybe you are also working on this deck card in your company, because right now we just go through this. It is available to you.
Yes, sir.
It is available in your company.
They are using something different, sir. 6 for something. I think I can bring it tomorrow, if possible.
Okay, okay. Because there are different products, NI products, that maybe 641 series, it is working with temperature or pressure, because there are dedicated deck cards. Like if you just go with the 64 series, maybe it is related to the K type thermocouples. Okay,
Oh, okay, sir.
there are different uh, deck cards, but it is the generalized deck card 6001. I
Okay.
just show you the picture also. And I deck 6001 images. So over here, this is the deck card, this one. Okay,
Yes.
it is similar to the Arduino board, nearly similar to Arduino board, but the capability and the resolution and the baud rate is higher than the Arduino. It is
Okay.
standard industry grade deck card.
Okay.
Okay, so over here, this is my pin diagram. It is visible to you. I just make it enlarge for you. So over here, this is the pin diagram. 1 minute, I just show you.
That's a A1 probably.
Yes.
Okay.
Over here, it is similar to. I just open my camera also. So as you see over here,
Yes.
it is visible to you.
Yes, I can see.
This is the deck card NI USB 6001 series, and over here on your side there are digital ports. This one,
Okay.
this is P00. It is port 0 line 0, port 0 line 1, port 0 line 2, port 0 line 3
Line
up
3.
to over here. Then we have port 1, then port 1.1.
1.1.
The function of this is for a counter, we can use it also. Okay, for
Okay.
pulse we can generate using this. Then we have port 2 also. There are two PF1 and PF2, PFI 0,
Yes.
two ports for counter.
Yes.
Okay, then we have digital ground, then plus 5 volt that is available over here on board. Then we have digital ground also. Over here we have, this side we have only digital pins,
Okay.
and over here we have analog pins.
Okay.
This side, as you see in
Okay.
the video also, this is my AI stands for analog input.
Analog input.
Yes, if you are using, there are two modes. When you are using differential mode, then in that case there are only 4 ports. When you are using RSC mode, I will explain you in the future videos what is differential mode, what is RSC mode. In the one case, let's say you are using differential mode, in the some sensors we have 3 pins. One is positive pin, one is negative pin, and one is ground pin. Okay, in that
Ground
case
pin.
we just
Okay.
go with differential case. I just explain you.
Okay.
When I just connect my potentiometer to it, I just show you. Other than, you can connect 8 pins. You can use analog, as you see, AI0 up to AI7. Total 8 analog input pins are there. So in this case, if you are working with this deck card, you can connect 8 sensors that will generate analog input. You can connect using this particular deck card. And if you want to generate output, analog output, you have only 2 pins: analog output 0, analog output 1. Okay,
Once.
so this is my deck card. So first I just show you how to connect and how to interface different hardware devices. So first you just go to the Max, NI Max. When you just connect NI Max to your system, it is already installed in your system. When you just first time install NI LabVIEW, it is mainly for hardware connections. Hello.
Yes.
Okay. So over here, as you see, the device and interfaces, just go to the device. Over here, this is the my system information, complete system information. And
Yes.
you just go, when you just connect any hardware device, you just go to this one. Right now deck card is not connected to my system. As you see, earlier I just used 6009. This is available in my college. Right now it is 6001. When I just connect it, it will searching for it. And right now, as you see, NI device USB 6001, and the name is device 2. So when you first time running with different projects, you just delete this one. Otherwise it is a problem for you when you just select the code inside the program. Right now it is my day 1. I just make it day 1.
Okay.
Save it. So as you see, day 1 is selected. If any problem related to hardware, you just check through this, refresh it over here, self test you can perform over here. Okay, you can create tasks, you can check the device over here. This is the serial number of my particular device. Let's say if you, in the case you have 3 or 4 deck card with you, and you just connect all the deck card with your system, and it is difficult for you to what on what which deck card I want to work. You just check over here, the device one name is related to this particular deck card, and you just check the serial number over here also, it is same.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so this is the first part, when you just check your device is connected to your system properly or not. I just close this.
Yes.
Now I just go to
In
the
the ATA, I configure all the
yes, you just configure your device through this NIMAX.
devices already. Yes.
Now I just go to the layman function. First time when you are working with deck card, in that case we just use express VIs. So over here,
Express VIs.
yes,
Okay.
over here we have deck assistant express VI. This one in the express input, deck assistant express VI.
Express.
Just select it. I just, in this case, I just connect 5 volt signal to a pin. I just check, I just read the digital signal. So 1 minute, I just take a jumper wire. So right now I have a jumper wire with me. I just connect it to 5 volt. Initially, in this case, right now I am just acquiring signal. So over here in the express VI, you just need to know what type of signal you want. First, in this case, I am just acquiring signal. Acquire. I want to go with digital input. I just select line input. Over here, there are different pins that are available: port 0, line 0, port 0, line 1. Similar. Right now, I just select port 0.
The digital input.
Yes.
Okay.
I just select digital input, port 0, line 0. Put finish. When you just finish it, another window pop up. Over here you can check initially what type of signal you want. In this case, initially, let's say you want only one sample, you want n sample, you want continuous sample, it is up to you. Right now I just select one sample. You invert also the mode. When in the program also, you just invert your line also. Okay, so over here, this is my
Okay.
digital input, that is line 0, port 0. In this hardware case, I just connect 5 volt to my port 0, line 0 pin.
0.
Okay, so as you see over here, port 0 is connected to the 5 volt.
5 volt.
Yes.
Okay.
Now I just check the value. You just drag it. I just run it. You just check the value. As you see, it is high.
It's high.
Okay, when I just connect this value to the ground, right now 0 value is there. It is false.
0.
False. Okay,
It's LEDs.
LED is false. Again, when I just connect it to 5 volt, again it is high. So this is how you can generate. And when I just
Yes.
put invert over it, it will generate values for me outside the world.
Reverse.
When I just make it, right now it is not generating. Right now, when you hit on run button, as you see, it is connected to 5 volt, but it is showing false condition. But when
It is
I just
showing 0
connect
false condition.
it is false, it is generating true. This is the function of invert line. Okay, so I just make it default.
Okay.
Press, just stop it. Okay, so it is generating
Yeah.
8 values right now. You need to use array operation in this case, and using indexing you just select the first line only. It is showing you right now data is available on the line. As you see, when I just create indicator over here, as you see over here, I have total 8 lines. Okay, so
Yes.
when I again hit on, you just, for continuous reading, you just need to put while loop over here. Right now it is reading continuously. When I hit on run button, as you see, it is connected to the ground. When
First.
I just change the value, as you see, this one. But if you want to use this value for your code, you just need to go to the array function. Over here, index array, connect this one. I need only 0 value, indexing 0.
Okay.
Over here, it will give me the single value only, single element. And you can use this value for your case. Let's say I want to, initially I just put my function to the, I just connect my ground to the my that pin, and I just remove this top button and connect it to over here. And when I just run it, right now my loop is running, as you see.
Yes, it's
Right
0.
now it is 0. When I just connect it to the true function, it is stopping my program.
Stopping.
Okay, this is how you can work. But if you are not using this array function, in this case you are unable to connect this vi, because over here we have a set of 8 inputs, 1D
Set
array,
of 8 pins. Okay.
one dimensional array, but it require only one value,
One
single.
value is 0.
So this is how you can go with your deck card. Initially, first case, in this case I just show you how to read digital signal. If you want to go with multiple digital signals, you just go to the same function, or you just take another deck assistant also. As you see over here, this is my express vi. I just go over here, add line 1. I want to work with line 1, press ok. So over here 2 pins are there.
Yes.
Now if you want to go with another line also, just put ok over here, just press ok. Right now when you hit on run button, initially 3 pins are initialized.
Yes.
Okay, because I assigned 3 value. So in this case I just need a breadboard,
3 by.
because I need 5 values. On the board I have only one port. I just connect a jumper wire to it and put this 5 value over the breadboard. I just show you. So in this case I just want to read 3 signals. I just connect 3 jumper wires with 5 board signal to my different pins, 0, 1 and 2. So as you see over here, I just connect 5 volt signal. Over here this is my 5 volt signal. I just take it to the
Breadboard.
breadboard and then I just connect all the pins to this, and I just connect over here 0, 1 and 2. And when I again hit on run button, first I have to create control for it. When I again hit on run button, as you see, all the pins are high. Right now I
Right.
just remove one. As you see, 0, 1, 1 signal is there. It is up to you how you work with this signal. You can also transform it, like you can say it 1, 1, 1 right now. When I remove it, you can say it 0, 1, 1, or you can say it 1, 1, 0. It is up to you how you can use it. It is up to you. Okay, and it is based
Okay.
on my case. Like I this, when I just connect this, in this case I want 3 signals. Let's say create 0, 1 and 2. Over here I have 3 different values. Now it is up to you where you connect this one. According to this, it will generate values. Like I just go to another, I just use build array function. I just connect this one over here, this one over here, and it will generate indicator that is having only 3 values. Run it. As you see, same. And right now it is showing 0, 1, 1. If you want different function, let's say I again just
Then I can
take
check.
it. I just connect above one to the lower one, middle one is connected to the middle one, and last one is connected to the upper one. In this case, this is up to you how you want to use this and where you just connect your system. So again, okay, this is up
It's
to
very
you
less.
only.
Okay.
So this is the first case of digital signal acquisition. Right now I just use multiple signal also. Okay, so
Yes.
another case, second case, should I continue today or next time we just go?
Yes. No problems. It's your check.
Okay,
I don't have any issue.
okay. So we just go with 7:30 today only. Okay, so next case
Okay.
is this is the case of digital read. Now I just
This way.
go with digital write. So in the case of digital write, we just need LEDs, LED pins. So same way you can generate different signals. So I just delete this part. So over here again you just go to the express. Earlier we go with input, you just go with output. The same DAC assistant is available. Okay,
Okay.
you just go with this DAC assistant or you just go with this DAC assistant. It is up to you.
Okay.
So right now I just again in this case you just need to generate digital output, line output. Again same, you just need to select the pin number, finish. Right now I just connect my pin number. Initially I just use 0 pin. In this case, when you are working with the output, digital output, you need a ground also. Okay, so I just connect the ground one and I just show you the LED. Here this is my LED, and I just connect the positive to the 0 pin and ground to the ground. So as you see, I just connect ground to the ground and positive to the positive. So when I just run it, I want to just check my signal is going outside or not. When I just run it, in this case, so I put a value inside it. So maybe LED
Yes.
issue is there. 1 minute. 0, 1. Right now it should generate value for me, but it is not showing value. maybe some issue with the right now it is running. If the
Maybe the
connections
LED
are
connection.
loose, in that case
Okay.
this is also issue. Right now it is on. When I off it, off, on, off. Okay, so I just stop it. My LED is configured. The problem with this deck assistant is that it will generate for 8 values. Again, if you want to control this, I show you. In the case of Express VI, there are many problems. Like I just create indicator over here, let's say, not indicator, I just create control over here. So as you see, right now, it is generated for 8. I just run it. It is creating problem for me because I initialized all these values right now. Okay, but it will take
Okay.
only one value. I again delete it, create control again. Right now, I just select it and move it to 1 only, so that I just not press my any button over the another indexing. So I just run it again. It is showing error. So right now in this case you have to just delete the whole function and create another code. So you have to need to configure it again. So just checking that it is working or not, I just build array function over here and I just connect this. Let's check it is working or not. Right now it is working. As you see, when I hit on run button.
Yeah, it's working.
Otherwise you just need to reconfigure your deck assistant. Okay,
Okay, sir.
because it is
Okay.
initially initialized with different values. Means the deck assistant require only one channel, but on the control 8 channel are initialized. So there are some error, that's why it is showing. This is the case of with deck assistant only. Means when we
Okay, sir.
use Express VI, deck assistant Express VI, in that case we have that issue. If you want to just go with multiple data, the same way, you just need to add. I just open it over here. You just add the line. Let's say I want to go with line 4. You just need to mention or remember your line also, because if you want to, if you
Mm.
just mention over here the line 2 and you are just connecting the pin to the line 4, in that case it is not working. Okay, so right now I
Okay,
just use line 4. I just press OK. I just connect another LED to the line 4. I have some LED also. Maybe it is working. So it is connected to the line 4, and let's check it is working or not. So initially you just need to connect it to the same position. If you are just increasing it and create a control for it, let's check it is working or not. Run it. So right now I am just pressing it, as you see over here.
two LEDs. Okay.
2 LEDs are there. I just
Yes.
make it off.
Yes.
In this case, when you are just
One.
using build array function, no need of indexing. You just connect. only two values. Okay, when I just
Okay.
again stop it and I just want to increase the signal, and over here I again create a signal. Right now I run it, it is showing me error. As you see, number of channel in the task is 2, but the number of channel in the data is 3. This is the reason.
Okay.
Okay, the input data is 3 and the output data, it required only 2. So this is how you can work with this signal. This is digital signal acquisition. So next time I just go with analog signal, analog input, analog output with different sensors, also using DAC assistant. And next another signal is your DAC assistant. In our
Okay, sir.
programs we just use this DAC assistant in place of ExpressVI. This one, this folder we just use. And over here also there is a DAC assistant option. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
in the next lecture we just go with these problems.